Is adrenal fatigue real or not? The answer is something that everybody over 40 needs to know. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. If we change the name from adrenal fatigue to HPA axis dysfunction, it's real. That is a very real thing. HPA axis dysfunction absolutely causes extreme fatigue, burnout, feeling lethargic, tired, like you have low energy, all of those things. For sure causes mood swings. So irritability, anxiousness, gloomy, feeling down, just not happy. Boom, HPA axis dysfunction. Easy weight gain. You just can't lose weight. Doesn't matter what you do, you just continue to have weight gain. Boom. Your immune system is suddenly shot. HPA axis dysfunction. So at Silver Fern Brand, we like to get to the root cause of issues. Let me give some background. We get asked by medical professionals, trainers, nutritionists, dietitians, all the time to account for their client base that is trying to exercise, they're trying to eat healthy, they're trying to get the right vitamins and minerals into their diet, they're trying to get plenty of sleep, and they're still just dragging. Meaning they're getting their magnesium glycinate in, they're getting their vitamin D, their methylfolate, they're getting those things. They're working on it, and they're still gaining weight, and they're still not feeling great. We get asked a lot from hormone specialists that are like, we've got them on the diet exercise program, a meal plan. We've got them on hormone replacement therapy, progesterone, estrogen, or testosterone, boys or girls, doesn't matter. We're helping with that, and they're still just not seeing the results we'd hope for. Or they're on thyroid medication, and their thyroid levels are all over the place, or they're still just dragging, right? I'm speaking to all of you people. If you are in any of these camps, I'm speaking to you. So how do we help restore HPA axis function correctly so you notice it? So all of the other things you're doing, diet, exercise, sleep, if you're doing hormone replacement therapy, if you are not, it's totally fine. I'm still speaking to you. If you're doing thyroid medication so it starts working best, what I'm going to propose are tools to go along with everything else you're doing to make it work best, okay? So let's start off with the basics. Liver. If you have a really sluggish liver, you are most likely going to have insulin resistance. There you go, right? If you have a sluggish liver, you are recycling hormones. So you're recycling estrogen dominance. You're recycling cortisol, high cortisol, which, by the way, if you have a sluggish liver, you get HPA axis dysfunction, and now you got either high cortisol or you got low cortisol, either one. If you have a sluggish liver, you have cholesterol issues, triglyceride issues, fatty liver issues, elevated liver enzymes. You're not utilizing your vitamins and minerals like you had hoped. A sluggish liver is a problem, and very few people address it correctly. So liver complex is what we would argue to be the effective way to help the liver. Liver complex has 4 clinically studied branded liver ingredients at the clinical doses. It is very effective per the clinical research at helping with all 3 stages of liver detoxification. I'm going to give a couple highlights on the ingredients. So we're not just using standard milk thistle, for example. We're using Silifos milk thistle, which has been clinically studied to have up to a 4 times higher bioavailability than standard milk thistle, and we're using a lot of it. That's an example. We're using Altalix. Altalix has been clinically studied and shown to help insulin sensitivity by up to 43.1% over 6 months. Is this product with the ingredients in it, with the Bergavit and Durabeat and Altalix and the Silifos milk thistle, is it going to help with elevated with liver enzymes, fatty liver, cholesterol, triglyceride, all those things? Yes. Is it going to help open up the liver so you're clearing cortisol? Yes. If you have an unhealthy liver, and you are not activating and processing hormones correctly, and you're not clearing them. So is a healthy liver extremely important to go along with whatever the hell you're doing for hormones? I don't even care what it is. You're using steroids, for hell's sakes. I don't give a shit. You need to be taking liver complex because you need to be supporting the liver in the correct way. And a little bit of sprinkle of milk thistle and dandelion root may go a hell of a long way to making you feel like you're doing something, but that is a gentle nudge of the liver at best. I'm just being candid, okay? So the next thing we're going to do to help with HPA or to help restore HPA axis function is build. So Build has 2 clinically studied ingredients at the clinical doses because we do things right here at Silver Fern Brand. Reagev is the first. Whether you know it or not, after 40, your cellular health starts to drop. Cellular health is like your energy. It's your body's natural energy level. So if you have mitochondrial dysfunction, your power plant in your body is not producing the energy like it's supposed to, and your energy levels are going to start to go down. A lot of people after 40 start to see NAD plus go down, glutathione goes down, ATP goes down, obviously oxidative stress goes up, and cortisol goes up, okay? So instead of doing a standard product, we went with Reagev that has been shown to significantly increase your production of NAD+. This is not a standard NAD+ product for all of you people that are like, I heard NAD+ products don't absorb and they don't get utilized. The answer is probably, but this isn't that type of product, okay? It is going to help restore mitochondrial function. By the way, low NAD+, mitochondrial dysfunction, weight gain, okay? It's been clinically studied to help reduce oxidative stress. Oxidative stress equals weight gain. It's been shown clinically to increase ATP. It's been clinically studied to significantly increase glutathione. Reagev is the cellular health ingredient you want, so you're not buying 40 different products of different things. It's all in one, and it's helping you increase your production of all those things and manage those things in the correct way, okay? So cortisol goes down, it helps with balancing cortisol. If you have elevated cortisol, it's gonna help reduce it. Very, very effective product. We paired the Reagev with the Strength Era. The Strength Era helps with mTOR activation. So here's something that's not a news flash for anybody, but after 40, a person's strength starts to go down. The Strength Era significantly increases strength. It improves recovery. You're going to see better reps. You're going to have better energy, and it's an amazing ingredient. When we pair those together, we are helping people restore not only cellular health but get better benefits from the gym. Yes, you can pair this with creatine. Everybody always asks me that. Yes, you can pair it with creatine. And yes, you don't have to be 40 to take this. Hell, we have kids, we have teenagers taking this. We have people in their 20s taking it for sports. Great product, but I'm in my late 40s. My wife and I are late 40s. We just want to notice something work. It works. So the last product we want to talk about, by the way, Build Cellular Health, cellular dysfunction. If you don't have a cellular health, it's going to cause HPA axis dysfunction. So good cellular health helps restore HPA axis function. I think I covered that. All right, last product, Stress Complex. Stress Complex has one hero ingredient at the clinical dose. It's called saffron-side. Saffron-side has a crazy amount of clinical studies on it. It helps restore neurotransmitter balance. It's going to help reconnect and restore HPA axis function. To give some highlights, it's going to help decrease cortisol levels for people that have elevated cortisol levels by up to 44%. It helps increase BDNF. It helps increase serotonin and dopamine for those that have low serotonin and dopamine. What it's really doing is it's helping restore balance to the neurotransmitters. So those of you people that are like, I've got too much serotonin, yeah, it's still for you, okay? So a lot of people are now gonna ask, because this is a mood product, if you're taking the dose I take, which I highly suggest, which is 1 capsule in the morning and 1 at night, it helps with sleep. It is super effective for sleep. Clinically studied for sleep, very good for sleep, no melatonin, okay? So I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night. The question that everybody asks is, can you take this if you're on an antidepressant? No supplement company is allowed to say that. I would say my family members that are on antidepressants do extremely well with it. If you want the research on the saffron side, we're happy to share that with you, and then you can give it to your medical professional. You have to ask your medical professional. People in my family pair it together. With their antidepressants, they find a lot of success, but we do not advise on that. The people that shouldn't be taking Stress Complex are people that are on bipolar medication. That's what we have found, okay? But everybody else, go talk to your medical professional. Is this kit an effective way to help with HPA axis function in a noticeable way over 8 weeks? Yes, but give it the freaking 8 weeks. We're addressing underlying root causes. We're not just throwing a whole shit ton of caffeine at you. Hope this helps. It does work, by the way. Bye.